Hi there. I just want to show you this game that I've just played on chess.com random. I quite enjoy playing random. I'm playing 3-minute chess, and I'm going to ask you to consider what sort of move you'll play at specific points if I can remember them. Okay, so here we go. I won't go too long on the opening moves, which are quite repetitive. So bishop g4, black rids themselves of their white squared bishop, which is their weaker bishop than the pair. So here after move 11, black plays knight c6. I thought a wee bit about queen b5, but not much. And also c4 or maybe just c3. So I played c3 so that I'm going to look to play e4 if I'm allowed to shortly. So here's e4, and now I was expecting queen d5 because this is probably better for the knight than the bishop endgame for white. So knight a5. So I played b3, a preventative move from this knight hopping into c4, but you know, it's neither here nor there for white here. Although I have this half open f file, don't I, really? Whereas this pawn is on f7, so that's why it's a half open file, because there was a pawn in front of black's rook, which stops black from operating a rook down the f file, whereas black has an open d file, half open d file on d file here, sort of thing. So moving ahead, c5 came, and this was quite expected, really. So I just think, well, I'm going to play queen g4, cd4, cd4. Okay, now some people would just play bishop takes knight a5 next move, but I've got ideas of playing g6, of bishop h6, of course, threatening queen g7 checkmate. So here's rook e8, and here I can actually play a better move than I played. What would that be? I've just seen a better move. And it wins an exchange or something like that. What's the move I missed here? And you'll see a move that black missed too, but I don't know if I was too worried about losing the exchange soon. So the move I've missed here is bishop to g5, and here that would then the bishop can come in here to f6, threaten checkmate, and then queen h4 and queen h6 checkmate soon on g7. Okay, but I played bishop h6 here, which is more direct, but now I'm threatening checkmate in one move. So g6. So here the campaign idea is to play rook f6, I think. I'm not sure. Rook c8, rook a f1, and here black played rook e7. So I piled up on f7 square with queen f4, rook c7, rook c7, and here's bishop g5. Now this has intent of sitting, really, and also trading places, I think. That's what I was thinking I was going to do. I'm going to want to trade places with the queen and the bishop and the rook to come back to f4 and bishop to hop in here, but all these sorts of things. There are other moves here too, but this is one of the ideas I've got. So here we got queen e8. Now black's sort of pretty well defended now. So what's the sort of move that you'd play here to try to unsettle black even further? So I played h4, so that's not necessarily the exercise I have for you. Knight c6 and h5 and knight b4. Now this threatens knight d5 for black. Maybe. I just played hg6 and hg6. Now, what's the sort of move you'd play here for black now? Or for white now? As I played the following, bishop h6. Here, black could play knight d5, but I don't think it's going to be any good because knight d5 is no good because after queen away here also, knight takes rook, then queen takes f6, and black can probably resign. See here, after bishop h6 came knight d3, so I went queen g3, but of course, and here comes knight b4 again. So it's your move. Here is the exercise. What do you play now? Remembering that this is a 3-minute game, random on chess.com. So what would you play now? There are some moves here. There is rook g6 check. There's even queen g6 check and rook f8, but they give reasonably major material to black. There's rook g6, f g6, rook f8 check. That's quite reasonable because, but it gives black 2 rooks and a bishop for their queen, but that's not bad. But what I played here, I think it's not too bad, is rook f7. Now, upon queen f7, different story than just rook f7 and queen g6 check, and white gains some pawns as well in the mix. So here's rook f7 and queen g6 check, of course, king h8. So what's your next move here from now? Is, of course, good on you, bishop g7 check. So that if rook g7, then queen e8 check, and black's in big trouble. So here's king g8, and then we have just simply, can you finish this off? Is bishop f6 check, king f8, queen h6 check. Now not rook g7 now, as bishop takes g7 is check with the bishop and the rook on f1. So that's pretty bad for black. So here's king g8, and here, of course, is queen h8 checkmate. Okay, thank you very much for your kind donations, as I used to sing in telethon way back in the old days. Okay, thanks for watching. All the best with your chess. Hope you enjoyed that game. Bye for now.